Hello, everyone. Welcome to this session with Joyce Media, where we inform minds and inspire you to see yourself for whom you truly are. We are diving deep into a powerful truth. The scar does not define me. If you're listening to this, maybe you've got some scars of your own, physical, emotional, or mental ones that life has thrown your way. Perhaps it's a reminder of a painful breakup, a failure at work, a health battle, or even something from your childhood that left its mark. But here is the thing. Those scars, they are not the end of your story. They are not whom you are at your core. Today, over the next few minutes, I'm going to elaborate on this idea, share some stories, and give you practical ways to live it out. Let's turn those scars into symbols of strength. Stick with me. By the end, you feel empowered to redefine yourself. Understanding the scar, what it represents. First, let's talk about what a scar really is. In the physical sense, a scar forms when your body heals from a wound. It's a tough tissue that covers what was once broken. But metaphorically, scars are remnants of our life's battles. The mistakes, the heartbreaks, the losses that have hurt us deeply. Society often tells us to hide them, to be ashamed, or to let them hold us back. Think about this. How many times have you looked into the mirror and fixated on that one imperfection? Or replayed a past failure in your mind? Let me whisper, you are not enough. But the scar does not define you. It's just a chapter, not the whole book. I remember reading about kintsugi, the Japanese art of repairing broken pottery with gold. Instead of hiding the cracks, they highlight them, making the piece more beautiful and unique. That's what we need to do with our scars. They show we've survived, we've healed, and we are stronger for it. If you are carrying emotional scars from abuse, rejection, or trauma, know this. Those experiences shaped you, but they don't own you. You are more than the pains you've endured. From scar to strength. This is called resilience. Let me share a real-life example to illustrate this. Consider the story of Malala as a young girl in Pakistan who was shot by the Taliban for advocating for girls' education. The bullet left physical and emotional scars that could have silenced her forever. But Malala refused to let that define her. She said, I quote, "They thought that bullet would silence us, but they failed." Today, she's a Nobel Peace Prize winner, a global icon for education and women's rights. Her scar became her platform, her motivation to change the world. What if she had hidden away, letting fear and pain dictate her life? We wouldn't have an inspiring voice today. Now think about your own life. Maybe your scar is from a failed business venture. I know someone, let's call him Alex, who poured everything into his startup, only for it to crash and burn during the pandemic. He lost his savings, his confidence, and for a while, his sense of purpose. The scar was deep. Embarrassment, debt, self-doubt. But one day, he decided this doesn't define me. He used the lesson from the failure to mentor others. Starting a podcast on entrepreneurship. Now he's thriving, helping hundreds avoid his pitfalls. His scar became his superpower. These stories remind us that scars are proof of survival. They are badges of honor, not badges of shame. Whatever your scar is, it is not a limitation. It is a testament to your endurance. Breaking free. Let's talk about practical ways to break free from our scars. Actionable steps, I must say. First, acknowledge the scar without judgment. Denying it only gives it more power. Sit with it, journal about it, or talk to a trusted friend or therapist. Say out loud, "This happened to me, but it's not all of me." This acceptance is the foundation of healing. Second, reframe the narrative. Instead of seeing the scar as a flaw, view it as a teacher. What did it teach you? Empathy, resilience, gratitude. For instance, if your scar is from betrayal in a relationship, it might have taught you to set better boundaries or recognize red flags. Use this wisdom to build healthier connections moving forward. Reframing turns pains into purpose. Third, surround yourself with positivity. Curate your environment. Follow uplifting accounts on social media. Read books like The Gifts of Imperfection by Brené Brown, or join communities of survivors. When you hear other stories, you realize you're not alone, and their triumphs become your fuel. Fourth, take bold action. Scars can make us play small, but growth happens outside your comfort zone. Action, rewrite the story. Finally, practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. On top days, scars can itch or ache sometimes. That's normal. But remind yourself, I am worthy, I am capable and whole. The power of perspective, shifting your mindset. Let's zoom into history a little and look at the great minds like Abraham Lincoln, who faced countless failures and personal tragedies. Yet, he led a nation through its darkest hour. Oprah Winfrey, she overcame childhood abuse and poverty, turning her scars into a media empire that empowers millions. What do they have in common? They didn't let the scars define them. They defined their scars. This mindset shift isn't easy, I must say. It takes time. But imagine you waking up one day and looking at your scar with pride, saying, "You tried to break me, but you made me unbreakable." That's freedom. That's power. And is available to you right now. As I wrap up this stage, you need to remember that you are a masterpiece in progress. Your scar does not define you. You define you. And as such, today, I challenge you to share your scar story with someone. It could inspire them more than you know. Or start small. Look into the mirror and affirm, I am more than this. Thank you for listening. If this resonated, hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and drop a comment below. What one scar you are reframing from today, or you are reframing today? Let's build a community of strength together. Until next time, keep shining. You've got it.